start your introduction. This way.
My name is Ayushi Thakur. I am a second-year undergraduate student of the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, enrolled in its integrated MSc course of Economics. I am from Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. I am a boarder of Sarojini Naidu Indira Gandhi Hall of Residence. I am contesting for the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural Technology Students Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, for the academic session 2019-2020.
Ayushi, your mother tongue is Hindi, I suppose, so can you give your introduction in Hindi?
Sure, sir. मेरा नाम आयुषी ठाकुर है। मैं मानविकी तथा सामाजिक विज्ञान विभाग के द्वितीय वर्ष की अंतर स्नातक छात्रा हूँ और इसके एकीकृत एमएससी पाठ्यक्रम अर्थशास्त्र में नामांकित हूँ। मैं जबलपुर से हूँ। मैं सरोजिनी नायडू इंदिरा गांधी छात्रावास की आवासी हूँ। मैं शैक्षणिक सत्र 2019-2020 के लिए महासचिव सामाजिक एवं सांस्कृतिक प्रौद्योगिकी छात्र जिमखाना भारतीय प्रौद्योगिकी संस्थान खड़गपुर के चुनाव के लिए लड़ रही हूँ।
Ayushi, do you know the criteria to contest for the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural?
Yes, sir. I do know the criteria to contest for the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural. One should be a part of the general body, which can be shown by me being attached to one of the halls of residence.
Is that the only criteria?
Sir, the fact that I am standing over here means that I fulfill all the eligibility criteria needed to contest for the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural.
Any more questions on intro? Please proceed with the result.
My desire and confidence to contest for the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural stems from the overall experience developed during my 2-year stay at IIT Kharagpur, wherein I have participated in a plethora of activities ranging from Social and Cultural General Championship to Spring Fest. In my first year, as an associate member of Spring Fest 2018, I was responsible for the in-house publicity and for publicizing the fest extensively in the state of Madhya Pradesh. I was solely responsible for the publication of 14 media articles out of 20 media articles printed in renowned newspapers across the region. These include the likes of Dainik Bhaskar, Dainik Jagran and Star Samachar. During the fest, I was a part of the accommodation team and managed the hospitality of 2,980 outstation participants. In my second year, as a core organizing team member of Spring Fest 2019, I was actively involved in 3 major facets of the fest, namely events, publicity and sponsorship. On the sponsorship front, I individually garnered funds worth rupees 3.3 lakhs and was the sole member coordinator for the Delhi sponsorship drive. On the publicity front, I along with 4 co-members led the entire associate member team, instrumental in publicizing the fest all over the country. Under my leadership, 2 associate members were also responsible for the publicity drive in the region of Madhya Pradesh. On the events front, I was the sole member to organize the event Beat It, which was conducted for the first time in the history of Spring Fest. Along with a co-member, I was responsible for the pre-fest planning of the events Lakeside Rink and Circle. As a part of the social initiative Saksham, I organized social conclave at Bhopal. I communicated with the Spanish beatboxer Daniel Quintana and convinced him to perform at the Global Music Festival of Spring Fest 2019. During the fest, I was a part of the accommodation team and along with 3 co-members, led 7 associate members and 20 crew members in providing hospitality to 2,840 outstation participants. Apart from my commitment in Spring Fest, as a part of Sarojini Naidu Indira Gandhi Hall of Residence, I took part in gold-winning Rangoli team, illumination team, choreography team, Hindi dramatics team and English dramatics team of Sarojini Naidu Indira Gandhi Hall of Residence. I was also awarded as the best fresher of my hall. On the sports front, I am a silver medal state level shooter and was also selected for the national level Thal Sena camp organized by National Cadet Corps in Delhi. As a part of IIT Kharagpur's basketball team, I took part in the Inter-College Basketball League organized by the Basketball Federation of India at Kolkata. The General Secretary should be dedicated, hardworking and a good team player. I believe I have the confidence and zeal to represent the social and cultural interests of the student community of IIT Kharagpur. And thus, if elected as General Secretary, Social and Cultural Technology Students Gymkhana, I would discharge my duties effectively.
We can start.
Ayushi, first of all,
Ayushi, don't you? Okay, continue.
First of all, congratulations for delivering an excellent statement of purpose. Since you have mentioned that you were a part of the choreography team of your hall, can you please tell me what was your hall standing and the points combined by both the judges?
Sir, thank you for appreciating my confidence of delivering the statement of purpose. Coming to my participation in the choreography team of Sarojini Naidu Indira Gandhi Hall of Residence, I would like to let you know that for the year Spring Fest 2019, Sarojini Naidu Indira Gandhi Hall of Residence has got 4th position in the choreography competition.
If you hadn't listened to my question clearly, I'll repeat it once again. What were the points awarded to your hall's performance combined by both the judges? I guess that is important to determine the standing. So that is something we expect you to know.
Sure, sir. It will be helpful for us, but currently I am not aware about the same, and I will surely let you know after my statement of purpose.
Ayushi,
116.
Ayushi, don't you think that being a female candidate you have an added advantage in this election, because it has been the history of KGP that whenever a female candidate is the candidate, they win.
Sir, it deeply saddens me to know that some people think this way. But I would surely like to let you know that the girl candidates who have won in the previously are worthy, and that is why the student community of IIT Kharagpur have trusted them with the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural. Moreover, I am pretty sure that the student community of IIT Kharagpur will make their vote by looking into the capabilities and achievement of the candidates and not based on the gender.
Ayushi, yeah, so you have told me that you have been a part of accommodation team of Springfest for the past 2 years. So, in this year, what was the accommodation capacity as permitted by the institute, and also what was the actual count accommodated by Springfest team?
Sir, the permissible count was 2,840 and the same number were accommodated in the various halls of residence.
Ayushi, why do you think IIT Kharagpur hasn't been able to win the Inter-IT Social and Cultural Championship?
Sir, I would like to bring this into your knowledge that IIT Kharagpur has bagged bronze in inter-IIT cultural meet for the last year. Moreover, I believe that participation is the most important part, and thus in the future upcoming years, I am sure that IIT Kharagpur will bag a gold by performing in the inter-IIT cultural meet.
Ayushi, in the last Student Senate meeting, a motion was discussed regarding the combined participation of FT Hall and SNIG Hall in the SOAPBOX General Championship. What is your take on the feasibility of this?
Sir, I was not present in the Student Senate meeting as I'm not a part of the Student Senate right now. But surely I would like to comment on this, that both the halls of presidents have capability to perform at their own levels, and thus they are capable of performing at two different halls.
Ayushi, I have a follow-up.
Single follow-up, yes.
Yeah, single follow-up. Yeah, so your opinion totally contradicts to the opinion of the Student Senate, or specifically the HPs and SSMs of FT Hall of Presidents and SNIG Hall of Presidents, since they were the ones to start this motion and they really want it to be approved in the further general championships.
Sir, as I have already mentioned in my previous answer, I was not present in the Student Senate meeting, and thus I was not aware about the decision taken, and I can have my personal opinions.
Ayushi, you have been the part of the basketball team as well as the shooting team. Then why are you contesting for the General Secretary Social and Cultural position?
Sir, I have been involved in shooting as well as basketball, but as mentioned in my statement of purpose, I have been a part of various social and cultural activities in my past 2 years stay at IIT Kharagpur.
Can you mention them? Can you mention the social and cultural activities?
Yes, sir, I can mention them. I have been a part of gold-winning Rangoli team, illumination team, choreography team, Hindi dramatics team, and English dramatics team of Sarojini Naidu Indira Gandhi Hall of Presidents.
Ayushi, since you have mentioned that you are the sole coordinator for the daily spawns there, I am the finance head of Springfest 2019, and I can assure that there was also another person who coordinated. Why didn't you mention his name?
Sir, I am very sure that I was the sole member coordinator to coordinate the Delhi sponsorship drive, and you should refrain from making such comments.
See, are you trying to correct the facts of the finance side of Springfest 2019?
No, sir. Surely I am not trying to correct this fact. But if something is wrong, then I will defend myself.
Ayushi, do you want me to mention his name? Do you want me to mention his name?
Sir, you can mention his name, and I am sure that the person will be able to tell you what work he has done and what work I have done.
Let me correct you. The person name was Pradeep Singh.
Sir, I believe you can contact him after the statement of purpose, and he will surely let you know about all these facts.
Ayushi, you have been involved in the publicity front as well in the Springfest team. So can you tell what were your initiatives in this front?
Sir, my initiatives were as follows. I publicized the strategy to bring active participation for the event Beat It, and on the publicity front, I got 14 media articles as an associate member. These were the things I have done in my 2 years stay at IIT Kharagpur.
What is the entirety chaos in the event of stand-up comedy in 2019?
Sir, we did not get... Sir, there were 2 participants who were supposed to participate in the same, but only 1 participant could be there and 1 could not be present at the stand-up comedy event.
Can you tell the reason?
Sir, he was a part of 2 teams, and at the same time there were submissions for both, so that's why he could not be present at the same place.
Ayushi, if you are elected as General Secretary Social and Cultural, what will be your initiatives for the women community in IIT Kharagpur?
Sir, if elected as General Secretary, Social and Cultural, I would do awareness drives in the various girls' halls of residence, and I believe anyone elected, the one who is elected for General Secretary, Social and Cultural will do the same and bring quality participation from the women's side as well.
Ayushi, are you aware of the present fund? As of now, what are the funds for the different societies within the IIT campus? The current status of the funds for the different societies.
So, the funds are given to the clubs and not to the societies as such.
So, in your statement, you are saying the societies are not given any kind of fund.
Sir, they are provided with funds.
So, my original question was, what is the current status of the funds in the different societies? Can you please enlighten me on that?
Sir, I would not like to disclose the fund which is given to the various societies, but they are given with the societies. Sir, can you please be more specific?
Just a second. My original question was repeated, so my follow-up question still remains.
Please, you can proceed.
So, what I am aware of, the present societies are facing the fund crunch. So, what are your views on the fund crunch that's going on right now?
Sir, I have talked to various society members and they haven't enlightened me with any such information.
Ayushi, I'm sure you'll be aware of the social events and initiatives taken up by Springfest teams. How impactful are they, and who was the speaker of social conclave which you conducted apparently?
Ma'am, the social initiative taken by Springfest was Saksha and the social conclave was held at LNCT Bhopal. The guest lectures were Julie and Aman, and the social conclave was conducted in association with Mitra Shringar Samiti Indore.
Thank you for your answers. And I also wanted to know how impactful are they? What is the reach of the social events?
Ma'am, the social conclave was held at 5 locations and it is impactful for all over India level.
Ayushi, what are the social initiatives you have taken on a personal level?
Sir, I have taken many social initiatives at my personal level. The social initiatives are as follows. As a part of Springfest, I organized the social conclave at Bhopal. I have been a part of National Cadet Corps during my school and did many social causes there as well, social tasks there as well. Moreover, me and my family were a part of the Rotary Club of Ground Jabalpur and participated to the social front of the society.
Ayushi, since you were a part of the dramatic scene, do you know the duration of the stage play event with the divisions?
Sir, I was a part of the Hindi dramatics and English dramatics play of Sarojini Naidu Indira Gandhi Hall of Residence, but I am not aware about the timings allotted.
Ayushi, what are the dimensions of Netaji stage?
Sir, I am not aware about the dimensions of the Netaji stage as I haven't been at Netaji attachee for Springfest for the past 2 years.
Ayushi, we have a social and cultural general championship. All the events which are conducted in the GC are only cultural. What does a social mean in social and cultural GC?
Sir, I would like to mention the fact that the events conducted are cultural, but the themes associated with them are social.
We'll have 2 more questions. Panelists will have 2 more questions.
Talking about a theme, can you state the theme of illumination this year?
Sir, can you please be more specific about illumination of which hall of residence?
Illumination of SN Hall of Residence.
Sir, the theme of illumination of Sarojini Naidu Indira Gandhi Hall of Residence was celebrating women's spirit.
One last question. Ayushi, what were the topics of sketching this year? There are 3 topics every year. What were they?
Sir, I am not aware about the same and will surely let you know after my statement of purpose.
Ayushi, you have mentioned that this year's accommodation count was 2840. this is first of all wrong, and second thing is that the count has been decreased from last year. So what was the reason? And it must be a failure on your part.
Sir, firstly I would like to correct your fact that the facts have been corrected by the publicity and marketing heads of Springfest 2019. Moreover, I would like to tell you that accommodation was given. The numbers have been decreased by the administration and we have no role to play in the same.
We close the... okay. Thank you, Ayushi. Take your seat. Okay, Ayushi, I would request you to come and start your proposal section. Panelists?
My proposals are as follows. My first proposal is to introduce training seminars and workshops for students before selections for the Inter-IIT Cultural Meet. These seminars and training sessions will be conducted at Netaji or Kalidas Auditorium and Vikramshila Complex by events captains. The workshops will refine the raw talent of the students into specific arts required in Inter-IIT events. Further workshops will be provided for those selected for final representation at Inter-IIT by judges from various academies or theatres from Kolkata. My second proposal aims to introduce online booking of auditorium and rooms through an online portal. Requirement is as follows. We need to increase the number of meeting hubs wherein students can meet, interact and discuss various ideas for the overall development of the community as a whole. Also, societies find the process of booking auditoriums or classrooms time-consuming and cumbersome. Even to know the availability of rooms and auditoriums, the students have to visit the academic or establishment section. Thus, there is a need of online portal to make this process efficient and easy. My third proposal is, I propose to initiate a social cause every year for the students of IIT Kharagpur under the ambit of Technology Students Gymkhana. My fourth proposal is to introduce the event stand-up comedy in Open IIT. The requirement is as follows. This event is much needed keeping in mind the advent of Inter-IIT Cultural Meet. Also, it will promote the stand-up culture in the campus. There are many events which feature stand-up comedy as one of the competitions. This will enhance the performance of the students, boost self-confidence and command over language of the participant, which will also help during their interviews.
As already mentioned that for booking of for few of the auditoriums as well as some rooms in institute we have to pay the money, right? So how the process of paying money will be going on?
So, as the usual processes, the process will be the same. The bookings will be done and the price will be paid to the auditorium.
So, what is the procedure currently right now going on? Whom do we have to pay the fees of the auditorium and rooms?
Sir, as I have already mentioned in my previous answer, the process will be similar, and the price will be given to the auditorium.
Ayushi, I will just repeat my follow-up question. What is the procedure, step by step?
Sir, to book an auditorium, say Netaji Auditorium, you need to go to the Technology Film Society and fill the form and get it signed by the authorities and just submit it back in the Technology Film Society.
Ayushi, what is the groundwork you have done for the execution of your first proposal?
Sir, as I have already mentioned, in the annexure section, the proposal has been encouraged and considered feasible by Mr. Utkarsh Sinha, Contingent Captain Inter-IIT Cultural Meet 2018, Mr. Dhaval Chauhan, Captain Dance Club Inter-IIT Cultural Meet 2018, and Ms. Nastasia Rai, Captain Fine Arts Club Inter-IIT Cultural Meet 2018.
And what is the planned timeline for the conduction of workshops and seminars?
Sir, the first time it will be done in the month of October, and afterwards it will be done in December when the selected contingent will come back.
In your proposal 2, what is the budget required for hosting the online portal?
Sir, currently I have talked to Mr. B.V. Pramod and Mr. Joydeep Kulya, and they have told that it is a feasible proposal and it can be proposed. Currently I am not aware about the budget which is needed, and I believe that it is something very important to be done for the benefit of the society.
Ayushi, last year, stand-up was organized in Open IIT. So don't you think this proposal is just a repetition of what was actually executed 2 years back?
Sir, if it has already been executed from past to past year, it is important that it is again executed in this year, and that is why I have mentioned it in my proposal number 4, and I believe this is a very important event which needs to be added in Open IIT.
Ayushi, why do you think the same judge needs to select a contingent as well as train them?
Ma'am, I would like to specify the fact that the judge who will be selecting the participant will be more aware about their strength and weakness, and they will be able to target the preparation of the student based upon the weakness in the areas of their weakness.
Ayushi, can you mention why proposal 1, the initiatives in the proposal 1 is essential and important for the students of IIT Kharagpur community?
Sir, the process is very important so that all the interested students can participate in Inter-IIT and be a part of the Inter-IIT contingent.
Ayushi, is storytelling allowed in stand-up? Storytelling allowed in stand-up?
So storytelling is so stand-up is not about storytelling. It is about a set which is given by a particular person who wants to participate in the same event.
So I am asking whether storytelling is allowed in stand-up.
No sir, I am not aware about it right now. And those who deliver stand-up comedy may be aware about the fact whether it is allowed or not.
You should have done that groundwork.
Sir, I am not a participant for stand-up comedy, whereas I propose to conduct events of the IIT.
How will you break the rules if you don't know if storytelling is allowed or not?
Sir, I would like to mention the fact that I have mentioned it clearly in the proposals, the rules of stand-up comedy, which are similar as those in Inter-IIT.
According to your proposal number 2, you told that you are going to introduce an online booking of auditoriums, but you haven't mentioned how are you going to make that portal.
Sir, that portal will be, as I have already mentioned in one of my previous answers, I have talked to Mr. B.V. Pramod and Mr. Joydeep Kulya, and both have said that it is.
But they are not the person who are going to make the portal.
Sir, they are the concerned persons who will be able to suggest me whether it is feasible or not.
You didn't understand my question.
So then please specify what you want to know from my answer.
For making an online portal, obviously you are going to need some back-end developers. So have you talked to any back-end developers or not?
Sir, it will be done by the academic section themselves or the technology coordinator, and the technology coordinator for the next session will be appointed in the next session. So hence, I will talk to him if elected as General Secretary, Social and Culture.
Ayushi, how important do you think is the second proposal? How important and relevant is the second proposal?
Ma'am, it is very important, and that's why I have proposed it as my proposal number 2. and the proposal has been encouraged by some of the society members. I can gladly read out the names which are as follows: Mr. Yash Shukla, Ms. Nikita Kishore, and Mr. Abhishek Mhatre and Ms. Monica Damsor.
Ayushi, have you contacted any judges to conduct the stand-up comedy in Open IIT, and have you contacted anyone?
Sir, currently I am not a General Secretary Social and Cultural who is conducting an event Open IIT in Open IIT. Moreover, I would like to say that the judges are brought by the secretaries and they will make sure that the judges are there. I haven't contacted any, just to specify.
Then I have a follow-up. Then how will you allot budget? According to your financial analysis, you said that the judges' travel charges will be 600 rupees. How you have exactly came to this figure?
Sir, that is a minimal charge that can be caused from judges' travel charges, and it is not necessary to mention the exact charges as right now the judge is not finalized.
Ayushi here, just a sec. While answering my friend Rimshid's question, you said the person you have contacted will now analyze the feasibility of having a portal or not. So you have made a proposal without analyzing the feasibility yet.
Sir, I have already mentioned in some of my previous answers that the feasibility has been acknowledged by Mr. V. Pramod and Mr. Joydeep Gulia, and hence you are simply going out of the facts.
Do you have in mind any themes for the social cause you want to introduce in
Ma'am, firstly I would like to correct your fact. The social cause is for IIT Kharagpur and not for Springfest. Springfest is already carrying out such kind of proposals. Moreover, the theme which I have thought about is creating awareness about organ donation.
One more question, panelists. Single last question.
One question regarding the same.
This is the last question.
It's a follow-up question, so we can
then we can have another question.
So, as you said that the social theme you have decided like one theme per year. So, don't you think it will be injustice to that theme that you will be leaving it behind for that year? Will 1 year suffice to one social cause?
Ma'am, it's not so, but if we are taking multiple initiatives, it will be more better for the society.
Ayushi, last question. Ayushi, in your first proposal, you mentioned that the judges from various academies will be selecting the contingent. Do you think is it right to involve a third party for the selection of the inter-IIT contingent?
Yes sir, it is very right, because the contingent will get an external view of how they will be judged when they go to inter-IIT contingent meet to participate in the inter-IIT cultural.
That's it. Thank you. You can take your seat.